And I'm not going to lie, I took him over the local park, and I know he shouldn't, blah, 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 but I think he was 4 at the time. And mate, unbelievable. If I hadn't found silver for how long, and he found a little silver earring, and I was like, wow. And then he just put the detector down, and run off, went on the swing. So yeah, standard.
So then you went round with the mini hoard.
Yeah, I went round. No, I actually did. I went round with the mini hoard, got loads of coins, and it was great. But yeah,
proves
that was his first experience. But I do want to take him out. He's now getting that little. He's 6 now, so I want to bring him on some events as well. And he's really shy, as you've just seen, but he's nothing like me. But yeah, I want to bring him out of his shell a little bit,
Well, again, Fod, you and me, we've been at several events. One that wasn't even metal detecting with I think he was 9.
That was awesome. Yeah, Mason.
You've seen, bringing them into it benefits them, and you've seen me with him. It's bonding, massive bonding.
I'll be straight down the line with you, and I told you this on the day. I was so proud of him. It takes a lot to do this, for argument's sake, to speak to people. I mean, I can't see any comments that are on here at the minute, but I know there's people there, and it takes balls to do that. And your Mason nailed that day. He was so confident, and he was there explaining everything. And I was literally proud of him. It takes balls to do that, and yeah, he nailed it. Basically.
He's just walked in minutes ago with his mum before the show. He's going high school next year. And he's been in the history department telling him to teach her all about metal detecting.
There you go. There you go.
So, bloody hell, mate, you should suck some magazines in. Well, at the end of the day...
And do you know what, Dave? He's the future.
I was just about to say, Luca and Mason are the future. That are
we're going to bring
next generation.
No.
Tell you what, Luca.
It's going
when we all go metal detecting next.
Yeah.
With your dad and with Shane. Shane will bring his lad out. I'll bring Mason, and you can come as well, and you 3 can go off detecting. All right?
So he's met Shane and that. He comes out of his shell then. But are you going to bed now? Say bye-bye then. Bye-bye.
Good night, mate. Nice to meet you, Luca.
I love you. I'll see you later, yeah? So, yeah, that's what I need to do as well. He's really quiet. He's a lovely kid. But, yeah, I need to... bring him out of his shell. So you will be seeing him on some events at some point as well. Like I say, he's getting a bit bigger now. So yeah, that's what
Steve Shorter said he's going to make them some mini merch.
Awesome, pal.
Well,
hey, Steve.
I tell you what, Steve, you couldn't make mini merch for my lad, could he? Fodder. He's as big as you, isn't he?
I want to give a little shout out to Steve. Top man. I get a lot of people saying, Fods, where can I get any Dig Life merch from? So it's Detecting Wear UK. Everybody knows Steve Shorters. Obviously, the new people to the group are probably unaware of him. The T-shirt that I'm wearing today is also made by Stevie. So, yeah, any Dig Life merch, anything like that, jump onto his page. It's Detecting Wear UK. He's an awesome bloke. And I'm hopefully going to see him next Tuesday. So I'm in Scotland next week.
Can I reaffirm what you've just said? Because I've been
next Tuesday.
working with Steve for years now. See you next Tuesday. And the ArkMD mag, and if you want any Big Detecting Show merch, go to see Steve. Yeah, we don't make any. We don't get anything out of it. We asked Steve to put it on. If people wanted it, it's in no way making us any profit. And he does, you name it, he does it. He does key rings. He does scale mats. He does the little scale mats. He does your T-shirts. He does, you name it, he does it. And I know for a fact because I spoke to him at length at Detectival or RCM, one of the two.
RCM. He was at RCM
with Tom Dempster, and they are. It's going up a level, isn't it? Detector Wear UK.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if I can speak about that, so I'm not going to say nothing. But yeah,
no, I'm just saying it's going up a level. And when I spoke to him, Tom's going to come on the show. Steve won't because he's dead quiet.
He is. Do you know what? When you get a drink down him, though, mate, honestly, he's bang on.
I know, you know. So when all things Detector Wear are sorted, Tom's going to come on the show, and as I say, any detecting wear, go there.
I actually met Tom for we obviously talk online and everything, but actually met him at the RCM this year, mate. I've just got to say, Tom, he's an handsome detectorist. He is. We had a little selfie. You know what I'm like with my selfies. We had a little selfie together. Like I said, you know what, Tom, me and you are the best looking detectorists this side of the Nagasaki River.
Mate,
and he told me I've got to get that out on the show.
I'm still going to throw Kev Marchese into that mix. He is the handsomest detectorist I've ever met.
You know what? Yeah, I love Kev as well. He's an handsome
in fact, this calendar that we keep saying we'll do, we're going to get the likes of Tom and Kev Marchese on it and do a naked calendar. And Steve Newman, obviously, for shits and giggles. Here's Matthew Cole. Blackadder's in the chat. There you go.
How are you, Matt?
It's been handed over to Shane this week for that's the Ripper, Blackadder Ripper trial. That's been handed over to Shane for review this week. Thank you very much, Matthew, for that. We've got to sort that out, no problemo. So that's basically your last year. You've been to 11 different events.
We've done 11.
Some fantastic places you've been to as well in that time. We went to Northumberland. You know, it's beautiful up there. Down to the RCM in what country was that? Berkshire, West Berkshire, Berkshire. Again, stunning. You didn't come detectable. I did. It was beautiful. You went just detect.
I'll be honest. I have never ever done detectable. The reason being, because I do so many, it always falls in that time when I can't. If you know what I mean. I'm doing that many of them. It always falls around all the other big ones that I go to. I mean, RCM. You know, my heart's with RCM. You know, through cancer and everything. So. It's one of them. I never get a chance to go, but I'll never say that.
I think you'd have thoroughly enjoyed sitting in me in the magic teapot and drinking tea all night. You'd enjoyed that.
I doubt that, but yeah.
No, you would have actually. It was mint.
Do you know what? Listen,
Rob Random absolutely loved it. Steve Pettigan loved it. Loads of people loved it.
Like I say, I've never been. I'm never going to say I'm not going to go. It's just always fell in that line of all the other ones, if you know, and I can only do so many, you know. So, yeah.
So
I'm looking at, you know, all I can see is my teeth. I can keep hearing that turkey teeth.
That's why you and Gary Smith should never have a picture taken together.
He's a better than mine, mate. To be fair, he's a better than mine. And Paul Howie, by the way, if he's watching, he's got cracking teeth. If you're watching, La, I love you.
Who's that?
Paul Howie, what a fella.
I don't know him. I've never met him.
He's a scouser, man. Honestly, pal, he's one of the best blokes you'll ever meet.
He must be all right if he's a scouser.
Honestly, pal, he's awesome. But yeah.
So over the last year, you've obviously made multiple finds. You've seen multiple finds. What would have been your... In fact, first of all, what machine are you currently using?
So at the minute, I'm on the XP Deus 2. I love it.
Love it, Shav.
I'm going to be honest with you. And I don't care what anybody says. This is just my personal opinion. God almighty, I wish I'd never done the first update. It was an awesome machine. And, you know, I still love it. Don't get me wrong. It's nice. It's like blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you, mate, when I first had that, I was always a Knox boy. I was always Mind Lab. And I hit that with it was the very first one that came out. Mate, and I was hitting buttons at 14 inches. And I was like, with a solid ID, solid signal. I was like, oh my God. I finally found a light machine, and then like a knob, I did the update, and it has changed. I don't care what anybody.
Look at the success that Shane's had since he's been using the Deus 2.
Oh my God, yeah, unbelievable.
And now Steve who goes out with us. He's bought one as well because on the back of Shane. And
yeah. Well. I
mean, he's getting used to it, and it's just mental, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great machine, but it was better when it. There's people watching there who'll probably argue with me, you know, but honestly,
surely there's a way though.
I literally sold my Knox the very next day. I thought this is the machine I've always wanted. Depth, everything. I mean, I've spoken to Sid about this as well. And you can't roll back to that original setting. I don't know why.
I find that odd because in today's modern age, I mean, years ago when you were updating your website, WordPress, for instance, I know I can go back and reinstall version 6.0 where you're at version 9.0. there's always that opportunity on a website somewhere to reinstall it. It's odd that you just can't go backwards and reinstall.
Absolutely gutted. And even I've had targets like 18 inches deep on a whisper signal.
Yeah,
and I've gone down on a little medieval bell, honestly, and I can't hit them no more. So it has changed it. So
have you used the latest
that's
update?
my honest opinion. I'm not slagging XP off at all because I do love the machine. It's just I wish I'd never done the update. But that's my opinion.
Have you done the latest one?
No.
Or is that the latest one?
I'm not sure. I've stuck on 6 if I'm honest. I'm happy with 6 at the minute. I'm not happy. You know what I mean? I wish I'd never done it, but 6 for me is better than the new one.
Adrian would obviously be able to advise better than I can, but I know he's been raving about that latest update.
Exactly. You know what?
Sid would advise.
Do you know what I always say? People will say to me, you know, what do you think of this and what do you think of that? And I'm like, well, I don't know how you detect. I don't know what you listen to. And that is genuinely the truth. I can listen to things that people, you know, and I've proved this many times, you know, not naming any names. We're up on a site with somebody and I've gone, listen to that. And they've gone, there's no way I'd dig that. And I'm like, that's a Roman coin. And they're like, nah, shit, that's iron. And I'm like, listen to me, it's an iron coin. It's been 2 inches deep. And that was on Ancaster. And he was absolutely amazed. It blew him away. And I was gutted, if I'm honest, because it was an absolute belter. And that was 2 inches deep and it sounded shit. And what I'm trying to say is, how can you tell somebody how to detect when they don't? You know, I listen to things that other people don't listen to. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And that's what, I don't know. Personally, I just think that's what's different. Like David, he's had 100 hammers this year. He's probably hit some of them signals that a lot of people would have left. You know,
and he uses the Deus too.
And he uses the Deus too. He loves it. It loves silver. I'm not going to lie. It loves silver.
It won the Big Detecting Show first Detector of the Year award. So you know the people in the Facebook group can't be wrong.
I mean, everybody's raving about the Manticore. Listen, I was a Mine Lab boy for ages. You know, I love Mine Lab. And I'm not saying I'd never go back to Mine Lab. But I like the Deus, it's lighter. And like I say, on that first version, it was awesome. It was hitting everything the Nox had hit. And like I say, I literally sold my Nox the next day. And people are finding that with the Manticore now, you know. It's horses for courses. It's what you want. It's what you want to, you know. I've got a friend who loves the Orcs. You know, it's, if you know a machine inside out, you know a machine and you're happy with it. Look at G.I. Jan, is still hitting all them targets with that Garrett, you know, 250, I think it is. Look at the stuff she's found. You've got all these technologies gone up and up and up. She's still swinging that Garrett.
Yeah.
And she's had amazing finds. She knows that machine inside out. But yeah.
It's people and it's product, isn't it? All I have to say on the matter. So, as I say, you're using the Deus 2. Yeah. What would be your standout find over the past year?
Well, I'll be honest with you. My brother committed suicide last year, and fucking Ed went. You know, I was there when it happened, and well, found him and all that. My head had gone because obviously, you know, I suffer from mental health. And Cooky, bless him, he rang me up and he went, "Look, Fodder, just come down here, clear your fucking head. Sorry for swearing. Clear your head. Come down and have a day with me." So me and Rick went down, and it was one of his perms in Wiltshire. Don't get me wrong, my head was still gone, but I walked in the field and I held my machine up and I went, "Come on, bro, find me something nice." I always do that, you know, to be fair. I've got a few people who have passed. I always say, "Come on," and I'll speak to them. I know it sounds daft. It works, trust me.
Fodder, so anyway, we all do it.
Yeah, you know what? If something helps, I'm not saying it works, but if something helps, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's what I did that day, literally the day after. And we were detecting, it was highly mineralized ground. I think I'd had 5 Romans and I was struggling. I was going through my settings to try and get it right, blah, blah, blah. I love the gold mode, by the way, on the Deus. On the Deus too. I absolutely love it. It's deep, it smacks the targets out. Anyway, so I said to Rick, "Shall we go and have some dinner?" Yeah, and we walked down this edge line and I hit an absolutely banging 93. Screamed out on this gold mode. And I thought, fuck me, it's a can. You know, it was a meter from the hedge line. I'll never forget this. And obviously I dug it. I dig everything, you know. If it's a can, it's a can. I'm digging it, you know.